agenda is a continued hearing for 35 Mountain Road, the Windview project. The applicant has requested a continuance to our May 18th meeting. Take a motion from the board.
I'll make a motion to continue the meeting till May 18th.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Roll call. Jim?
Aye.
Charles?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
John?
All right.
I vote aye, 5-0. All right, the next item on our agenda is a continued hearing for Richardson Road. Same application, same applicant. They have also requested that it be continued to our next meeting of May 18th.
I'll make a motion to continue that one as well to May 18th.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to continue Richardson Road to May 18th. Roll call. Jim?
Aye.
Charles?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
John?
All right.
I vote aye, 5-0. Okay, the next item on our agenda is also a continued hearing for Cambridge Street for the signage at the Porsche dealership. Is the applicant online?
Yes, Chairman, I'm here.
Okay, I know some revised drawings were sent in. If you could give us an overview on what the changes were.
Yeah, absolutely. So after the last meeting, we went back to Porsche and we presented them with a couple different options as we had spoke at the meeting, and to their best ability, their design team thought that it would just be best to leave the word Porsche as is, not to muddy the waters, so to speak, by trying to cram the word Burlington in there. And you know, as the board had mentioned last time, that they weren't thrilled with it being on the other side. So Porsche has agreed, and at this point, we'd just like to move forward with just the word Porsche on the upper elevation and the service sign to the right of the garage doors.
Okay, thank you. Take comments from the board. Well, Jim and Charles, well, you guys can both comment, I guess, but you weren't here for the last meeting, so we'll start with Jim. You have any questions or comments?
I don't know.
Okay, Charles?
No comments at this time.
Okay, Mark?
No questions.
John?
No, I'm happy with the signage the way they're asking for it now.
Okay. Joe?
No comments.
Adam?
No comment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with this. This is what we talked about. So, this is a public hearing. I will open this up to the public. If there is anyone that would like to speak on this matter, I'll give a minute or so and see if anyone has anything. Okay, I'm not hearing anyone from the public, so I will take a motion from the board.
I make a motion to approve the special sign permit according to the revised plans. The way these were printed out, I didn't see any real identifying features. So I'm not sure how to identify them.
Is he referring to which sign is which?
Just to reference the plans.
So
want to be able to plans, and I just have.
So the Porsche letters would be SG1 and the service sign would be SG2.
Okay, but I don't see the any designations on the revised plans. I don't know how you want to handle that.
Mark, on the
I
top
think
right-hand
there's a-
corner, there's a project ID.
No. And a date. 4/22/21.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, the way this printed out, I don't have those identifiers. So maybe you could assist.
Sure. So it looks like I've got a project ID. It's all JW1-30003, and then it looks like these are revision. It's R-R5, so it's a revision 5, dated 6/28/20.
I think there's a revision date further down, Mike.
Oh yeah,
4/22.
yeah. All right. So the plan's dated 4/22/2021. I think that'll solve all that for us.
I'll second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Roll call. Sorry, I lost my list here. So it's Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Adam,
Aye.
and I vote aye. 5-0. All right, you are all set
Great.
for your
Thanks, gentlemen.
signage. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Okay, just getting organized here. The next item on our agenda is a new hearing for signage at 180A Cambridge Street as advertised. Is the applicant online for that hearing?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now. Yep,
How you doing, guys?
good.
Good.
You can just give us an overview of the proposal?
Absolutely. So my name's Jamie Fisher. I'm here with ID Sign Group representing Shaw's. As you said, 180A Cambridge Street. Our client's simply looking to install an internally illuminated 42-inch rondelle light capsule on the building's facade off to the right-hand side of the existing letter set. The capsule is 3 inches deep. And below the capsule are some acrylic dimensional letters that are they're roughly 7 inches tall, 6 and 11/16. Those will be mounted on some quarter-inch, those will be clear quarter-inch acrylic dimensional letters mounted on some standoffs. And the cabinet will be illuminated with LED technology.
Okay, thank you. We'll go around the
Absolutely.
board for comments and questions. We'll start with Adam.
Just a question regarding the purpose of the sign. It seems like it's going to be in front of where the, grocery pickup parking spots are. That's the purpose of it, just to show where those spots are?
Yeah, correct. So the purpose of the sign is actually to promote the new Drive Up and Go program. The acronym is DUG. It's essentially a contactless grocery shopping experience as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's to alleviate the flow of traffic in and out of the store. So yes, this sign will be mounted in very close proximity to the Drive Up and Go signs and those designated parking spots. And I apologize, I misspoke. This rondelle is actually going to be located off to the left of the existing letter set, and that is, like I said, in close proximity to those Drive Up and Go DUG parking spaces.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Anything else, Adam?
No, not at the moment. Thank you.
Okay. Joe?
No questions.
All right. John?
No, I'm good.
All right. Mark?
Yeah, I have no questions at this time.
All right. Charles?
think I'm all set at this point.
Okay. Jim?
So as I understand it, you're only an inch and a quarter off from the bylaw. Is that, am I interpreting that right?
You are correct. Yeah. Overall, it's 49 and a quarter, I believe. Given this business, given the zone, it's a maximum of 48, and we're 49 and a quarter. So yes, we exceed that governed bylaw by an inch and a quarter.
And just shrink the logo?
So the easy answer is yes, of course. It's a custom product. We can certainly shrink the logo. Shaw's, however, given the fact that they have so many locations, has asked that we pre-develop a series of 3 different sizes: a 42-inch rondelle, a 36-inch rondelle, and a 24-inch rondelle. So we're hoping to maximize our square footage here and utilize the 42-inch rondelle. Now, with that being said, if you space the drive up and go verbiage under the rondelle and include an adequate kerning and spacing, then you fall at 49 and a quarter, which we're seeking relief obviously on the fact that it is an inch and a quarter. Now, if we were to reduce the gap between the verbiage and the rondelle, it might just look funky, becoming very difficult to read in essence.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I
Yep.
had.
Thank you.
Okay. The only other thing with this is that they require another sign from us because there's already been signage that's had relief on this building, so that's another reason that they're in front of us. I don't really have a problem with the sign. I just more, I guess, a question of the purpose of it. I know you said it's going to work in conjunction with those parking spaces. So would people still be parking at the parking spaces, or would they be pulling up to the curb at this location?
No, so they'd be pulling up and parking in those designated parking spaces. It's something that we've seen generally across the board in many grocery stores, and it's kind of just becoming the new norm. It's almost like a standard at this point in the game with the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of industries are offering this drive up and go response to a contactless shopping experience.
Yeah, okay. As long as the signage isn't intended to signal people to pull up to the curb at that location, then I'm fine with it.
No, correct. Yeah, it's indicating that they offer the service.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This is a public hearing, so I will open this up to the public if anyone has anything to say on this application. Just going to give it a minute to make sure everyone has a chance to speak. Okay, I'm not hearing anyone from the public, so I will, unless there's any other comments or questions from the board, I will take a motion.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion is made and seconded to close the public hearing. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye. 5-0. All right, take a motion.
Make a motion to approve 180A Cambridge Street for a wall sign to read drive up and go as shown on plan number 02-24823.
Second.
Sorry, I just want to put some conditions on there for a second.
Nope.
Not to exceed 90 lumens per square foot.
Second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye. 5-0. All right, you are all set for your signage.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And unfortunately, the computer lagged just as right as you said, a motion not to exceed how much square footage?
It's 90 lumens per square foot.
90 lumens per square foot. Okay, I
Yep.
didn't catch that. Let me write that down. Thank you so much, guys. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Okay. Let's see, where are we? The next item on our agenda is a new hearing for signage at 118 Cambridge Street. As advertised, is the applicant online?
Present, Mr. Chairman, Thomas Murphy here representing the applicant. Also with me in the call are Randy Kazazian, who's a Vice President of Real Estate at Henley Enterprises, and Kelly James, who's a in-house sign specialist at Henley Enterprises. Henley operates Valvoline instant oil change stations, one of which is in the process of being constructed at 118 Cambridge Street, Burlington, which is across from the high school football field up in that area of town for people who might be listening. They submitted their proposed sign package, which is a standard sign package that Valvoline uses with the corporate logos, corporate colors. And they submitted it to the building department, and the building department issued a letter, I believe it was dated back in March 9th of 2021, indicating that various variances would be required in order to install the signs as requested. So the application that you have before you this evening is requesting variances in the manner set forth by the building inspector in his letter. As you can see by the submitted plan, there are a total of 10 proposed signs at various parts of the building. 4 of them will be internally lit, the other 6 will not be. I would submit that the package itself is a reasonable package under the circumstances, given the size of the building and the nature of the business. But at this point, with the chair's permission, I'd like to turn it over to Kelly James, and Kelly can address any questions of the board technical wise, and she can also give you some more information on the types of signs.
Okay, sure.
Hi, so as you can see, we're requesting 4 internally illuminated signs, 2 of which will have external lighting fixtures, external gooseneck fixtures on the tower. And then there are additional signs, 3 over the bays, indicating the number of the bay that we use for call outs when folks are pulling into our business. And then we also have some indicators on each side of the building saying whether it's the exit or the entrance, providing safety to our customers and employees. And then we also have ground directional signs just indicating the entrance and exits to the grounds.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We'll take,
Anticipating a question, Mr. Chairman, they're aware that the board typically has a 90 lumen limit on these signs, and any internally lit signs are well within that range. They're aware of that.
okay, thank you. All right, we'll take comments from the board. Jim?
So one of the, I guess the A signs is facing on the opposite side of Cambridge Street. I'm not sure what the street name is up there. I think there's an auto body shop up there.
I believe it's Edwards Road.
Edwards, yes. I'm just curious, what's the purpose of that, I guess? There's not really any traffic there. I don't see the need for that.
Yeah, Jim, I assume somebody would pick up on it. This was put together, and by the time I became aware that it included a sign facing Edwards Road, it was too late to change it. That's obviously a sign that we don't need, and we would willingly withdraw that part of the application, but it was easier to go forward and explain it tonight than try to change everything and resubmit.
Yeah. And I guess the other comment is the one that is actually facing, I can see the ones on the, I guess would be the front and the back of the building. But the one that's facing, I guess, the high school or Gochus Insurance, I don't see the need for that either if you have them on both sides, you know? So traffic going north and traffic going south, you're hitting both of those.
Yeah, I guess I understand the point. It's signs provide visibility, as you know, and sometimes traffic's moving along fairly quickly on Cambridge Street. Sometimes it's going at a crawl depending on the time of day, but if you're moving quickly, you might not notice it coming up either direction if you're looking for traffic turning or whatever, and just having some extra visibility as you're in front of the building, you know, we think would be helpful. Frankly, it's also visible to people who could be down at a football game, for instance, and they say, oh, there's a Valvoline oil change place up there. So again, we try to keep the signs at a size that aren't too intrusive, they're not too obnoxious, certainly. They're a good color scheme, but I think visibility is important, especially on a busy street like Cambridge Street. So we do think there's benefit to it.
Okay. All right, that's really all I had.
All right, Charles, comments?
So which sign, what elevation is the sign facing Edward Street? I can orient myself. That,
So if you're looking at the renderings, the bottom left, they enter, or the entrance to the building, and there's a customer entrance as well, and that is facing Edwards. The other one, I think that we were talking about removing would be the one on the eastern side of the building. And if you're looking at the renderings, it's the middle right side of the page on the end elevation that doesn't have a door. It's opposite end of the tower of the building.
so that's the east elevation.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, that was really the only question I had at the moment.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, Mark?
No questions.
All right, John?
No questions, just maybe a comment. I'm glad to see that other sign. I knew that was going to come down anyway. But, you know, a lot of these Valvolines and places like this, they put out those sandwich board signs up and down the main road, and they put flags and stuff like that out there that might be approved by the town and stuff like that. But I'm kind of hoping to get some sort of commitment out of you tonight that you won't be doing that.
I think that is something that our marketing team, we can definitely work with them to do. If Randy is on the call, he might be able to speak to that a little bit better. I don't know if he's still here.
Randy?
I saw that he was here earlier.
Yeah, it looks like he's here. I'm not sure.
Perhaps he's muted.
That's something we can definitely work on. I know that with the marketing department to see that we don't have those out there, especially where we have such great visibility with the signage. We can definitely talk to them and try to make sure that that does not happen.
Okay, so then Tom,
I'll have that conversation.
no problem making that a condition.
I'm sorry.
Is that what I said? Is that what you're saying, that it won't be a problem if we make that a condition? None of those sandwich board signs, those you know, the flag poles that they put out and stuff like that.
I'm aware of the sandwich type of signs. I've certainly seen those around, as you have. And I don't think I have a problem with that condition. I'm not sure what you mean by flag poles.
They hang
Feather
things,
flags.
just
Sorry?
more signage that they put up. You know, and maybe by law they might be allowed because they're temporary or something like that. But you know,
Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they are, quite frankly. But I think the building department's so busy it's hard to police it. But I'm sure I could talk to my client and not having those sandwich signs out front. If you wanted to make that condition, I think we can live with that.
then I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Joe, any questions or comments?
No questions.
Adam?
No, nothing additional.
Okay, I had a couple of questions. So on the Valvoline, on the A signs, I guess they are, it looks like they're internally illuminated, but then I think you just mentioned that they have gooseneck lighting. So I just want to clarify.
Yeah, the gooseneck lighting, Mike, is decorative. The planning board, you know, it's along the town center area, and from a design standpoint, we were asked to put something of that type decorative up there, but it's not going to be functional. They're not lights per se. They're decorations.
Just decorative fixtures. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The other thing is, it looks like these signs stick out of the building quite a ways, like 1.5 feet. Am I reading that correctly?
I'll defer to Kelly on that one.
They do stick out. They're quite a bit. They're convex shape, which is a part of the Valvoline image, the standard signs that are used at all of our stores.
Okay,
but
so the sign itself has a curve to it, and that's what's creating the depth. It's not just protruding out for no reason.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're flush mounted.
Okay. I have to ask the $1 million question: is could you make them 4 feet tall? Because that's what the bylaw says.
Right. And in the hope of saving our $1 million, again, I anticipated this. I spoke to it about it with the client, and similar to the previous applicant, where companies, especially larger companies, have standard sizes with doing things. That's one of the situations here, and making it smaller, you'd have to reduce it equally all the way around. Makes it that much more difficult to see, especially on a busy street. You just want to make sure that it's clear what the sign and the message is. So could we do it? Obviously we could. You can make anything as large or small as you want to, but we don't think it wouldn't become an effective design, nor is it something that would fit into the standard Valvoline package. So it would have to be custom made, which obviously is an economical issue as well.
Excuse me, if I may, I'm with the sign company. We're Valvoline's national sign manufacturer, and that particular sign, the instant oil change at the bottom, the height of the capital of instant oil and change is only 8 inches high. So obviously the rest of is lowercase. It's probably 5 inches. In order to bring that thing down to a size that would be 4 foot high, it would be at least half that size as far as the character height. So instant would be 4 inches, and the N and all that would be 2 inches. And 4 inches and 2 inches, as you're driving down the street, that would be almost impossible to read that. It would just be a blur. The whole sign would be so small, and you could not read it.
Okay, no, that's good information. That actually puts it in perspective with the letter height. So, all right, I don't have anything else. This is a public hearing, so I will open this up to the public. If
Actually,
anyone,
before we do that, I did have an additional
sure,
question.
go ahead.
The B signs, Kelly?
Yep.
Are those standard at just with the V on each bay? It seems like overkill. Couldn't you just have the numbers like 1, 2, 3 to signify the bay? I'm assuming that's the point of them.
Yes, we usually do have the logo, but we have the ability to take away the logo as well and just have the numbers on those indicators. And that's certainly something we could do.
Yeah, just to me, it seems like overkill having the 3 Vs and then the A sign there as well.
Okay. we can get that removed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a public hearing, so I'll open this up to the public. If anyone would like to speak on this matter. Just give it a minute to make sure everyone has a chance. Okay, hearing none, I will take a motion to close the hearing, close the public hearing.
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to close the public hearing. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye, 5-0. All right, does anyone else have any other comments or like to take a shot at a motion?
I have a quick comment maybe on how we do the motion. Does it make sense to split out sign A3? Since it looks like that may not,
Yeah, it probably does. I'm just trying to confirm that A3 is the one.
according to the agenda, A3 is on the east elevation.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, we can take a motion to split that out.
All right, I'll make a motion to split sign A3 from the original Valvoline package.
Second.
Second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye, 5-0. Okay. We want to get that one out of the way first.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to deny sign A3, east elevation, Valvoline instant oil change.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Yep.
Do you mind? I don't mean to
No,
interrupt,
go ahead.
but
Go ahead.
so Jim had an issue with the numbered signs. I mean, I personally don't, but if we're going to be eliminating signs, shouldn't we do that as a group? Shouldn't we discuss that and decide whether or not we're going to go with that or not?
Is that eliminating the sign or modifying it to not have?
Modifying. No, I agree, modifying, because he still likes the number, which I'll go either way the board wants to go on that, because but I just thought if maybe it needed to be included now. Maybe
All
not.
right. Well, let's have a discussion on that then before we take a motion on.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they're willing to take the V's out, that would be my preference if they don't have a problem with that, but I'm not so against it that if they really wanted to keep it, I'd say no. So I don't know what the rest of the board thinks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat.
They already said that they would change it. They would
Right.
remove it.
Right. So at that point, I think because it's still part of their color schemes, even if it doesn't have the logo on it, I think it would still be considered part of the signage. So I would just say that I think it would still be included in the overall package, and we just say that we modify the B signs to not have the logo on it.
Okay.
And unless someone has another way to do it.
I think that's probably the best way for it to get done tonight.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back to that A3 sign. I'm not sure if a motion was officially made.
Make a motion to deny Valvoline instant oil change sign A3 east elevation.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye, 5-0. All right, and now for the rest of the package.
Actually, sorry to, before I make a motion or somebody makes a motion on this one, I got a question that, I meant to bring up, but I completely forgot. About the lighting. Is it possible to put a, condition on there that, I know there's a lot of residential houses in that area, to have those lights shut off, like an hour after close, and turned on an hour before opening?
I don't see where that would be a problem. I think the planning board probably has similar regulations, but we're fine with that.
Sometimes they put it on signs when they're close to the residential areas.
Yeah. Is Randy or Kelly still there?
Yes, I think that would be fine. We can certainly do that.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a problem with that as a condition, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. All right, we can take a motion then.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve 118 Cambridge Street, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, for sign A on the north elevation, right side. Sign A2 on the south elevation, the left side. Sign A4 on the west elevation, the upper left. And the wall signs, the B wall signs, modified without the V logo. As shown on plans submitted with the package dated 3/6/2020. With a condition of not having lumens not exceeding 90 lumens per square foot. No other sign, even if by right. And to have the lit signs turn on no earlier than 1 hour before opening and no later than 1 hour after close.
Okay, before we have a second, Charles, they have listed on here sign C and sign D1 and D2 as well.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see those in the agenda. So this is part of the approval, so approved along with the current signs, sign C. Sign C, reading please wait, caution, open doors, open floors. And sign D1 and D2, reading exit only, caution, open floors.
Okay, and just one more thing about the John's comment on the temporary A-frames and flag signs.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, and to with a condition of not having sandwich style signs or temporary signs, even if by right.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
I vote aye. 5-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the board.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. The next item on our agenda is a discussion for 20 Corporate Drive. So 20 Corporate Drive is the friendly 40B that was approved a couple of years ago by the board. I believe Charles was the only one on the board at the time. They're looking to reduce the number of parking spaces by 2 total spaces, one in the parking garage and one on the site. So because this was a 40B and it was approved by the board, the building department is looking for us to approve the reduction of 2 parking spaces out of, I don't know what the exact number is, but I think it's in the 400 to 500 range. We can have the discussion. I think someone might be online if we have any questions. So we can go around the board. Jim, any questions on this?
No, no questions.
Okay, Charles?
I guess my only question is, is there a reason? And, I'm just kind of interested to hear from anybody.
Mr. Chairman, Bob Buckley, our attorney Robert Buckley. If I can respond to Charles's question, if you so
Sure.
desire.
Yes, please.
Charles, the reason is internal. The internal space was taken away or taken out of service because that's when we installed the water treatment apparatus to handle the softening of the water that some of the multifamilies have had, a number of the commercial projects have had in town with respect to corrosion of plumbing fixtures. And I see Chris Shanderon nodding his head from the Davis Company, and that was done to essentially reverse osmosis. So that took up one spot. It was done near a support, so it's really not an attractive spot to begin with inside the garage. The outside one was eliminating the outside one was just at the front door. It's better for circulation to take it away. So what is being done here is that what is being requested is that the board approve what was actually built on the ground. We reviewed it with the building inspector, who deemed it insubstantial, but under the 40B comprehensive permit, the ZBA has to approve it.
Thanks, Bob. And I'll just add that the number of spaces is 435 with what was approved, and we're asking to reduce it to 433. So it really is a de minimis change. We have plenty of parking. There's no parking problem in the building for our tenants. So we're very pleased with it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Mark, any comments, questions?
No.
John?
No, I'm good.
Joe?
No comments.
Adam?
No comment.
Okay, yeah, I'm all set with this. This isn't really a public hearing. This is just discussion. So we can just, we'll take a motion to approve the reduction of the 2 parking spaces.
Make a
Make a
motion.
motion to-
Go ahead, Charles. You're winning.
Make a motion to approve 20 Corporate Drive for reduction in 2 parking spaces, 1 inside and 1 outside.
Second.
Second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Roll call. Jim?
Aye.
Charles?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
I vote aye. 5-0.
Thank you very much for your time and consideration. Everyone stay healthy.
All right, thank you.
Well,
Okay, the next item on our agenda is the minutes from our April 20th meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
yes.
Take a motion or comments?
A motion to approve the minutes of April 20th, 2021.
Second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Joe and Adam were here for that, and Jim and Charles weren't, so I'm gonna have them vote. So start with Mark, roll call.
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Adam,
Aye.
and I vote aye. 5-0. Okay, I don't think we have any new business unless anyone has anything before we close the hearing.
Mike, we have nothing new for the next agenda except for the Richardson Road and Mountain View.
Okay,
We know if they'll be ready for.
they're making it sound like they will be. They're,
Yeah,
so,
there's a few in the works, but nobody has the right information, so.
okay. All right, then.
Make a
I'll
motion
take
to adjourn.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Mark,
I,
John,
Aye.
and I vote aye, 5-0.